Ladies and gentlemen, we get ready for bout number 15 of the evening. Please welcome to cage side, Einar Bergby.
It's another wild matchup here in Europe tonight in the UK MMAC, a mixed martial arts championship live from Birmingham. I'm Chris Hookster. I am joined by Dean Midhat and Dean. We welcome Einar Bergby all the way from Norway, a pro contest, and Einar 1-0. A lot to write home about what this guy is capable of.
He's got great footwork, uses a lot of fakes to make his opponent miss and then capitalizes really well.
Love those straight punches and bunches, great overhand right to a left hook. But he's also got a kicking game, Dean, that's very sneaky.
Powerful lead leg kick, and he goes low and then high, so he's able to make his opponent think low and then go high. Very, very good tactics on his part.
Now, Einar told us a few details earlier tonight that most importantly it was the boxing he felt most developed in, but on the flip side, it's all about the rush, he says, the adrenaline and fighting. You mentioned to me, though, that he's so durable and tough, you almost have to put him away to stop him. Otherwise, if it goes the distance, he might be on the losing end of things. So, a lot to really think about from this kid. Let's bring out his opponent.
And his opponent, please welcome Nathius Frederick.
On the other side of the coin here, live from the Q Club, it's Nathius Frederick, the UTC athlete, Dean. Very, very dangerous, powerful, knockout power. A striker with all the tools in the box to end it no matter where this one goes.
Dynamite in his left hook and right hand. If he couples those together, left hook, right hand combinations, most people go to sleep.
We've also got to talk about the heavy kicks, Dean, particularly that low rear around kick. On the flip side, though, if it does go down to the floor, in your opinion, he's going to want to get back up right away, given his fight history.
Very active off his back, but he does use that to work well back to his feet. Like you said, Chris, he's got great wrestling in the clinch, uses the underhooks brilliantly for control and to break away so he can carry on throwing those strikes.
Now, let's talk about some strategy here. Bergby was very aware. He said, look, this guy's strong. I know he's very, very dangerous, but Bergby was playing mind games. He said, I think he's actually quite nervous. When you take a look at Nathius, I see nothing but confidence. So whether or not the psychological warfare will be a factor, who knows? But Nathius now here in the ring. We'll go back to Buddy Johnson and get things underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we get ready for 3 5-minute rounds in the professional middleweight division. This bout sponsored by Vitago, fastest muscle fuel. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man weighed in officially at 83.7 kilograms. He has a flawless record of 1 win, no losses, and no draws. Fighting out of Norway, he is Einar Bergby. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighed in officially at 84.1 kilograms, with a professional record of no wins, 2 losses, 0 draws. Fighting out of Birmingham, England, he is Nathius Frederick. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Simon Small.
Nathius Frederick out of the red corner, 33 years of age, taking on the young man, 5 years the younger, here tonight at 83 kilograms. Neither fighter with a win here at Pro. Which way will indeed it go? The cage door has been sealed. I'm Chris Hookster, and I am joined by Dean Midhat live tonight for MMAC 1, the inaugural UK MMA Championships. And it's already a barn burner, Dean, at fever pitch.
Bergby was noticeably amped up before the fight started, stamping the cage, and they came out swinging, trading at the center with Frederick. Now Frederick is pushing Bergby up against the cage, using that front leg and the top part of his body as nice pressure, looking for the knees. Bergby opts for the switch, looks for the single leg.
Bergby thought about that fireman's carry there for a minute, but you look at Nathius. Man, that guy has got so much power. Dynamite. In and out of the clinch, and there's the left hook you talk about.
Nice head movement there from Frederick. He's able to fire shots and keep his head off that center line as they tie up again against the cage.
And Frederick, certainly the physical prowess to defend it in these positions thus far. High right underhook being the lever in this position for him.
Bergby again switches it across. But Frederick looking to turn a back and forth grappling battle up against the cage here for dominant positions. The feeling out process that you often get with high level fighters, Chris.
And Einar Bergby now reversing, using that underhook, and now going to a head outside single. If he can run the pipe here or catch the trip just like that. Beautiful stuff for Norway here in this international matchup tonight. And look at that though, Frederick controlling the wrist, trying to push the elbow and possibly throw up a triangle choke here.
Bergby putting some body shots there, a bit of distraction techniques from the top. Frederick on the bottom, looking to isolate those arms to alleviate the punches, doing a great job of stopping the damage coming down from Bergby. But he needs to keep active on the bottom, otherwise the ref will look to stand him up. Overhooking the arms there.
And Bergby certainly would not want to be tied up here with that overhook. There we go, he pummels out. But then Nathius gets a hold of it again with that left overhook. He's got closed guard here though, Dean, so it's certainly nullifying most of the damage thus far.
Nice elbows over the top, straight down the middle from Bergby. He's overhooked the right arm there, does Frederick, stopping the punches, but Bergby quite rightly came over the top with the elbow. But now you see Frederick controlling the wrist of Bergby's left arm. Maybe looking for a triangle here from the bottom. Be interested to see if Frederick is holding on for a stand-up or is indeed working for a submission. See if he throws this triangle up. He's got to skip his right leg over the arm, the left arm of Bergby. Bergby wise to it, keeping his head planted in the chest there, squaring his hips, and more importantly, he's following Frederick everywhere. Doesn't give him any angles to work from.
The thing I like about Bergby is he's being very methodical, very surgical, very technical throughout these positions and avoiding any of the attacks from Frederick off his back. And then when the position opens, there goes the ground and pound. Stuffing the right knee, stepping over. But just as he does so, Frederick times his escape. Very well done for Nathius Frederick.
Frederick utilizing that whizzer, the overhook very well. Looking for the knee in the clinch.
And he's clipped him. He's on Wobble Street, Dean. You can see the Norwegian was very happy to get a hold of Frederick again. And look at Frederick thinking about possibly escaping here from against the fence.
Frederick using that whizzer, his overhook there of his arm. He's hiking his opponent up, stopping him dropping down to attack the legs. And with his body there sucked down into the cage, see Frederick squatting his butt there into the cage. Gives him a real low center of gravity. Knee attempt by Bergby.
And there's such a struggle for position here. I mean, both men expending a ton of energy, Dean.
This is what it comes down to, Chris. Always the bare minimum, the stuff that you learn day one, the underhooks, the control. Oh, big knees from Fredericks as he swings for these hooks in. Bergby looks to be on the back foot.
Thinking about the takedown, but not so fast, says Frederick.
Bergby pounding down onto the head of Bergby.
Frederick. This has just been a frenetic pace, Dean. I mean, for two pretty big guys, they have gone from canvas to airborne to on the feet. It's been mesmerizing and the crowd loving it.
Back and forth grappling battle coupled with the power strikes from Frederick. Bergby just unable to get off and implement any powerful, decisive maneuvers. Just the bigger, stronger fighter in Frederick.
So when you talk about the bullying maneuvers of Frederick, Bergby probably has to think very carefully about where this contest takes place, at what distance, under what parameters. What would your advice be to him in the corner right now, considering we don't speak Norwegian?
He needs to think about circling out, using the angles, making Frederick miss. He's got power on that left hook, and keep the hand up when you circle off.
On the flip side, though, for Frederick, he's making this a scrap fest. He's getting in. He's cutting the distance down. He's disallowing mobility. How does he need to continue to make that, especially if he begins to get tired, continue to be effective?
Give Bergby his weight. Drop all his weight down. Make Bergby work in every position. Don't want to spend unnecessary energy and get more tired.
Well, it's the second round coming up here, and Frederick looks really eager. Bergby, a look of determination and concentration. And we are back at it tonight in Birmingham.
Jab straight off the bat from Frederick. Very bouncy. I like the way he's very on the balls of his feet, and he's able to move his head off that center line to stop the counter punches. Contacts with Bergby there. Bergby initiates the clinch. Looking for the big knees on the inside. Is Frederick coming out with some big hooks. Again with the beautiful utilization of that underhook. Swings Bergby around, and he's hammer fisting him now to oblivion.
And I'm telling you right now, Bergby did everything he could do to improve there, but Frederick was just too much. And it was Frederick who was able to be the more dynamic problem and put a level of punishment on him to the nth degree.
The sheer dominance of Frederick there when he was able to implement that manipulation from the top. He was able to rain down the punches, and Bergby just couldn't get out of it. Downward pressure was the key there, Chris.
I'm telling you, man, Frederick is a gunslinger. If you let that guy get anywhere near you with the power that he has, it was as dangerous as it gets in MMA. He proved too versatile, too vibrant, and an extraordinary performance tonight here in the MMAC. It seemed, Dean, as he got the timing out, relaxed a little bit, those shots at some point were able to overwhelm Bergby. That's a quality win for UTC here in Birmingham.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for both fighters this evening. Come on! Our referee called the stoppage to this bout at 31 seconds of the second round. Your winner by TKO in the red corner, Nathius Frederick.